Hey everyone, and welcome to KognitoKey. Today, we're going to decode a fundamental secret of our universe, the exact connection between a simple electric current and that invisible magnetic field it creates. You know, it's the force that powers pretty much everything around us, and today, we're going to figure it out.
So think about it for a second. We all know that when a current flows through a wire, it generates a magnetic field. That's the basic idea behind motors and generators, the whole deal. But how strong is that field really? I mean, at any specific point in space, how could we calculate its exact value? That's the big puzzle we're tackling today.
And the key to solving that puzzle? It's the Biot-Savart Law. Now I know, the name sounds a little intense, but just think of it as our blueprint. It's this amazing mathematical tool that lets us point to any spot in space and figure out the exact strength of the magnetic field coming from a current. It's the perfect bridge between electricity and magnetism.
To really get why this is so important, we have to hop back in time a bit. Let's go to 1820. You've got two French physicists, Jean-Baptiste Biot and Félix Savart, busy in their lab. What they came up with was this beautiful, direct link between electricity and magnetism, giving us the mathematical language to describe it for the very first time. A total game changer.
Okay, so when you first see the formula, it can look a little scary. But here's the secret. It's actually just built on four really simple, totally logical ideas. If you can get your head around these four relationships, you've basically mastered the whole law. So let's break them down one by one.
All right, first up is the current. More current flowing through the wire means more magnetic power. Makes sense, right? Second, the length of the wire. A longer piece of that wire is going to create a stronger field. Third, the angle. This one's pretty cool. The magnetic field is at its absolute strongest at a perfect 90-degree angle to the wire, but it fades to practically nothing if you look at it end-on. And last but not least, distance. The magnetic field gets weaker the farther away you are, and trust me, it drops off really, really fast.
This table just sums it all up so nicely. You can see the magnetic field strength is directly proportional to the current, the length, and the sine of the angle. So if you increase any of those, the field gets stronger. But check out that last one. It's inversely proportional to the square of the distance. That means as you move away, the field strength doesn't just get a little weaker, it absolutely plummets.
So we have our four basic rules. Now, here's where the magic happens. We're going to see how they all snap together, just like puzzle pieces, to build the actual formula for the Biot-Savart Law.
And there it is. This is how those four rules look when we combine them. That little bit of magnetic field, which we call dH, is proportional to the current I times the little segment of length dl times the sine of the angle theta. And all of that is divided by the distance x squared. See, it's just our four simple rules all captured in one single elegant expression.
But wait, see that fish-looking symbol? That means proportional to. It doesn't mean equal to. To turn this into a real equation we can use for calculations, we need a conversion factor. We call it the constant of proportionality, K. I like to think of it as the magic glue that makes the math stick. And its value actually changes depending on what the magnetic field is traveling through, because magnetism acts differently in air than it does in, say, iron.
Now, if we're in a vacuum or just in the air, that magic glue constant comes from a fundamental property of the universe, the permeability of free space. It has this standard measured value you see here. Don't worry about memorizing the number or those complicated units. The important thing to know is that this specific value is what lets scientists and engineers turn a relationship into a super precise predictive equation. Okay, so that's all the theory. But what's the point? I mean, why does a law that's almost 200 years old still matter so much today? Let's switch gears and talk about the practical side and how this all connects to the real world.
So here's a really crucial detail. The formula gives us the strength, the magnitude of the magnetic field, but it doesn't tell us which direction it's pointing in. For that, we get to use a wonderfully simple and honestly kind of fun tool, the right-hand rule. All you do is imagine grabbing the wire with your right hand and make sure your thumb points in the direction of the current. The way your fingers curl around that wire, that's the exact direction of the magnetic field lines. It's that easy.
So, let's do a quick recap. The Biot-Savart Law is our go-to for finding the exact strength of a magnetic field, and it all depends on four things: the current, the length, the angle, and the distance. And when we need to know the direction of that field, we just use the super handy right-hand rule. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. Just four simple relationships, all wrapped up into one elegant law. And it perfectly describes this invisible force that literally powers our modern world. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other complex things out there are just waiting to be explained by a few simple fundamental rules? Thank you so much for joining us for this explainer. If you found it helpful, please do like, share, and subscribe to KognitoKey for more. We'll see you in the next one.